Until you tell me what's going on.
All right, open the door.
Hey, put this on camera. Put this on camera. You gotta let me know what's going on, man. You're not doing it.
You're going to jail is what's going on.
For what? You ain't, what charges? On what charges? Wow. Get out of the car now.
Yo, my shit, get out of shot! Yo, my shit, get out of shot! Yo, my shit, get out of shot!
Get out of the car, man.
Get out of the car!
Get out of the car!
Get out of the car! Let me get out of the car! Okay, get out!
Get out of the car!
You ain't getting out of the fucking car. Get out of the car now. Get out of the ground. On the ground. Put your hands behind your back.
Step out of the vehicle.
I got my legs.
Put your hands on the car.
I'm sorry?
Put your hands on the car.
Don't touch my phone.
Get it out of your hand. Put your hand on the car.
Grab my phone! Police brutality. Police brutality. Police brutality. I ain't even doing nothing.
You listen to what we're saying? Oh, you're going to jail too.
Real simple.
I ain't even seen it. Don't matter.
Alright.
I'm gonna roll you over, right? Listen. Roll you over. Knees, stand up. Get your knees up. Right in, look up. 1, 2, 3, get up.
Watch, cop rips out window, beats driver, arrests family, for asking why he was stopped. Detroit MI Calvin Jones was apparently kidnapped, choked unconscious, and caged in his underwear, all for wanting to know why he was pulled over in a traffic stop by Taylor police. It all started when Jones and his wife were pulled over by a Taylor Police Department officer in April 2016. At the same time the officer's dashcam was recording, Jones' wife was also recording the incident on her cell phone. Michigan law states a citizen is required to present identification upon request. The video shows Jones refused at first, only wanting to know what crime he was suspected of committing. That's when the conflict escalated. The unnamed officer told Jones he was going to be arrested if he didn't present his ID. Again, Jones asked to know what crime he was suspected of committing. Instead of explaining the reason for the stop and the subsequent reason for being arrested, the officer chose to grab the car window, break it, and drag Jones out through his window. Jones told the ACLU he was then choked unconscious. His wife was also arrested when she refused to hand over her cell phone, choosing instead to toss the phone. Image, http://pixel.watch/QT7. Presumably, she didn't want the police to erase her cell phone footage of the incident, as TFTP has reported often occurs. To get an outside professional opinion, Fox 2 reporters spoke with former Detroit Police Chief Ralph Godbey. The former chief of police said the incident could have been avoided if the officer had advised the gentleman what he's being stopped for. Read more. Watch, belligerent cops get punished for harassing and threatening man for filming. He described the de-escalation techniques some officers are trained to employ in the line of duty. Godbey said, "We're trained in verbal judo, how to de-escalate situations." The former chief implied the officer's actions, while justified, may not have been the wisest. Just because something is legal to do doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing to do, he said. When asked if the officer went too far, Godbey said, "I think most reasonable people would say from a policy standpoint there's an opportunity for some training." As TFTP reported Tuesday, the Salt Lake City Police Department has been able to significantly reduce its number of deadly encounters with the public by retraining its entire police force in using de-escalation techniques. They haven't shot and killed anyone since 2015, and are even giving medals to officers who de-escalate situations such as Jones' encounter with police. The incident in Taylor could have ended differently. Had the police officer feared for his life by saying "I thought he was reaching for a gun," the officer could have been justified in taking Jones' life. Thankfully, the incident ended with Jones being able to live another day, but not without the humiliation he experienced after his kidnapping. Jones said he was forced to strip to his underwear and lie on the floor of his jail cell. He claims the air conditioning was then lowered to an extremely uncomfortable temperature and that he was forced to stay on the floor for hours. According to the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, it's a particularly troubling encounter with police. They're now conducting their own investigation. Read more. Breaking: Judge orders cops to stand trial for brutal police killing of homeless man, James Boyd. Attorney Mark Fancher said the subsequent arrest of Jones' wife, for tossing a cell phone instead of remanding it to police custody, should not have resulted in her kidnapping either. That mere act should not, at least from our perspective, should not result in the arrest of someone who was trying to cooperate with police, Fancher told reporters. Jones' brother-in-law, also in the vehicle, was also arrested. While the kidnapping, assault, and caging of 3 seemingly innocent people, for questioning officers' probable cause, happened in 2016, it wasn't until all the charges were dropped that the Jones family filed a complaint against the Taylor Police Department. Taylor Police Chief, Mary Sclabacey, addressed the Jones and ACLU's concerns in a statement but would not comment on the matter. "We have just received this complaint today. We take all complaints seriously. A thorough and diligent investigation will be conducted. We will refrain from commenting until the investigation is complete. The Free Thought Project will continue to bring you updates to this story as more information comes available. In the meanwhile, tell us what you think. Should the officer have reacted the way he did?" Part 1.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now, you know, $1 a day, I mean $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.